Welcome to the supplementary lesson on complex trinomials. And these lessons are going to be here in case you miss a day, you're absent for some reason due to illness or sports or whatever. And I'm just going to quickly go through about a 5-minute spiel on what was done in class. And today we worked at factoring complex trinomials. And we know that a complex trinomial is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c, and a cannot equal 1. If a was 1, we'd simply have a simple trinomial again. And to factor a complex trinomial, we find two numbers that multiply to AC, which is the first and the last term, and add to B, which is our middle term. So for example, if we were asked to factor 8a squared plus 10a minus 3, that is one that we're going to look at factoring. So we have this, 8a squared plus 10a minus 3. I noticed that the first term, which represents a, and the second term, which is c, if we were to multiply these two terms together, that's 8 and negative 3, that is negative 24. So we're looking for two numbers that will multiply to negative 4. This is not an x, this is a multiply, and adds to our middle term of 10. And we think about the ways that we can multiply to negative 24. I'm first right now listing just ways of multiplying to 24. And I'm going to be looking at all of my combinations. And 4 and 6. These are the 4 different combinations that we can take that could multiply to 24. Now, since this multiplies to negative 24, that means one of my factors has to be positive and one negative in such a way that we add to 10. And if we were to think about that, that would be negative 2 and positive 12 added together is 10. So, we decompose. We use the process of decomposition in which the first term and my last terms remain the same. The terms in the middle are decomposed into its separate factors of negative 2a and positive 12a minus 3. I will take the first two terms and I will take the second two terms, and we will factor by grouping. And we look for our greatest common factor in each, 8a squared and negative 2a. Greatest common factor is 2a. That leaves us left over with 4a minus 1. I keep this sign positive, and I take the greatest common factor between 12 and 3, and that is 3. 12a divided by 3 is 4a, and negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. I notice that both brackets are the same. I know that I have factored this correctly. 4a minus 1 is one factor, and the leftovers is the second factor, so 2a plus 3. And what I assigned today for your homework was from page 246, and at least attempt number 2 to 6, A, C, and E in each question.